Okay, so as I said, we're going to be going over the digital business card today. It's going to be a fairly short class because it's a pretty simple thing to learn how to use. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to find the card that's already been created for you. So everyone has one, it was automatically done. And the way you can see it is very easy. Everyone's link to their digital business card is going to be whatever your ACE username is. So for most people, that's your first and last name. Okay, so it'll be your ACE username. And then it will be .foxroach.com/contact me. Okay, so if you want to jot that down, it's going to be your ACE username .foxroach.com/contact-me. Okay, so if you put that in your browser, you will now see your digital business card. So everyone is going to have essentially this same version of what you're seeing here. And that link that I just gave you is the link that you will use to be able to share your digital business card anywhere. So you can save that to your phone, which you can either put it in the notes on your phone, you can type it into the web browser on your phone and then save that direct link as a shortcut on your phone. You can send it to yourself in an email and keep that email in a folder you can easily find. So however you organize, links on your phone that you want to be able to access easily, that's what you would want to do, because then you can send a text message to anyone with this link in it, and that is how they will be able to access your digital business card. Okay. The other things you can do is you can put it on your Facebook page, any of your social media sites, you can add it as a URL link. You can put it in your Gmail signature, which I'll show you how to do in case you don't know how to do that. So that link is really your lifeline to this card. That's what you're going to use to share it anywhere and with anyone. Okay, so as you can see, it has all of your contact information. All of the information that's here as far as your photo, your phone number, your email, and your social media links, which you can see right here, this is all being pulled out of your ACE profile. So if any of this information is missing or incorrect, if your cell phone number isn't there, if your social media links aren't there, you would change that by logging into your ACE dashboard, which I'll show you, and going to your profile. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, so if I'm in ACE and I go to my photo in the upper right and click it, and then I go to profile, this is where all of my account information is. So under phone, you have my mobile phone here, website, the photo, and all my social media links are here. So if you're missing any of your social media links, you would click create new social media link, go to your social media profile, copy the URL, and paste it in here. So any of these links you have here will show up on your digital business card. Okay, so your ACE profile is where you can make any changes or add any information that is missing from your card. Okay, so that's what is all right here that's being pulled from your ACE profile. Now down below, you're going to see these further links. Okay, now since we are currently looking at this on a desktop, the call button and the text button aren't going to work. However, if someone was looking at this on their cell phone because you've shared the link with them and they've opened it up, if they were on their phone accessing your digital business card, if they click this call button, their phone app on their phone is going to automatically open with your phone number preloaded, which is cool. Okay. Same thing with the text button. If someone is accessing your digital business card from their phone and they click this text option, it's going to automatically open whatever text app they have on their phone and preload your number so they can just type it in and text you. The rest of these will work no matter what type of device people are viewing your card. So if they click website, as long as your website URL is correct, which for some reason that didn't work. There we go. Interesting. I'll have to ask them about that because that worked literally this morning when I was getting ready for this class. But double check yourself, go in, look at your digital business card, and then start clicking the links. We need to make sure these work. So that should work. And then these should go to, that one works just fine. So maybe that was just a glitch. So if they click the About Me, it's going to go to your bio page on your individual agent website. So this is something, again, the company a while ago had set up for everyone. So hopefully, and I've taught this in classes before, how to, add information to this page if you need to. So your bio page should be set up. It's one of the interior pages on your website. So if they click About Me on your business card, it's going to automatically take them to this interior page. They can still navigate all the other parts of your website from here, but if they want to learn more about you, they can read your bio. Here's all your links again. And then if you have this link to testimonial tree and you've received some testimonials, they'll all scroll through on here. As you can see, I can scroll through all the ones I have. And then your listings will show up down below. Okay, so that's all your bio page on your website. Let's go back. See, there we go. And then this contact button, if they are looking at it on a computer, let's say, right? So if you've sent it to them in an email and they're looking at it on a computer rather than their phone, so they can't call or text you, they can use this button right here, which will take them to a contact form. Okay, so they can fill this out right here, send it to you, and you will get an email that you have a new lead. So down below these 5 buttons here, you have 4 other options. So these are automatically, they're basically widgets if you're familiar with what that is. So these 4 widgets have been chosen and set up for you. However, that is part of what you can edit on this card. So if you want to change what one of these links goes to, I'm going to show you how to do that. But for now, they can go to the property search section of your website. It all links back to your website, essentially. So they can go to a property search right here through your website. They can look at featured properties on your website, which will be your listings, and thus you have that featured properties widget on your website set to something else. So if it's set to show all your office listings or however you have those search parameters set up, that's what they'll see here. Open houses, we'll take them, I believe. Yep, here we go. Okay, so this will show them all of the open houses through our company, and then they can narrow down the search from here if they're looking in a particular area. And then the market report is going to link to allow them to sign up to get the Market Watch, which is the monthly report. So they would have to put in, again, it's kind of a lead gen thing where they're trying to get them to put in their information, and then you will capture the lead that way. So any other URL that you want to be able to have those buttons go to, you can edit and change. So that's the next thing I'm going to show. Oh, looks like we have a question. So let me check that first. Hold on. Sure. So Eugenia, you can access your digital business card. The link is going to be whatever your ACE username is. And for most people, that's their first and last name is all one thing. Okay. So your ACE username .foxroach.com/contact me. So I'm going to drop that in the chat so that everybody remembers it. So it's your ACE username dot boxroach.com/contact-me. So that's in the chat now. Okay, so obviously you would just replace where I put your username with whatever your full name is. Okay. Okay. So in order to make changes to that digital business card, I'm first going to show you how to change those 4 widget buttons if you want to change those. And then I'm going to show you how you can select different styles. If you don't want it to look exactly how it looks, there's a couple different options, not a ton, but there's a few different options style-wise that you can change. So because this digital business card is hosted as part of your website, that's where the link goes to essentially, we're going to go as if we're going in to edit our website. So you're going to go to, in your ACE dashboard, you're going to go to the site builder option. Okay. And then we're going to go to collections here. And then we're going to go to interior pages. Okay, so what we see now is a list of interior pages. And the one that we're looking for is the one that says contact me. Okay, so remember, if you remember, that's the last part of that link. That's how you can remember. So your digital business card is the contact me interior page. So if you want to edit the content, you can scroll over to where it says edit page on that same line. Okay, and you can tell now we're looking at the right thing, right? This is the card, so we know we're in the right place. So now in order to edit it, on the left-hand menu, we're going to click interior pages. And then you're going to see call out 1, 2, 3, 4. The call outs are these 4 buttons right here. Okay. So depending on which one of those you want to change, you would click it. So if you want to change featured properties, or if you want to change market report to go to your home valuation page instead, you just select the button, and I believe it goes across 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's say we want to change the 4th one. There you go, market report. That's what it says currently. Now, you can edit what the text inside the button says right here. So if I don't want this to say market report, I want to say, you know, what is my home worth? There we go. And then this is the link. So if I want this now to go to my home valuation page, I'm going to go find that link. So if I go to, see if it's in here. Boop. Sorry, we seem to be a little slow. Come on. Okay, so now I'm in my buyer match / HVS dashboard. I'm going to go to valuations, market my valuation page, and I'm going to go to preview my site. Okay, so this is now the URL that I want to use for that button. So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to copy that link, And this again should be the same for all of you. So instead of going through like I just did trying to find it, it should be what you see at the top, valuations.foxroach.com/ your ACE username. Okay, that should take to your branded HVS page. So I'm now going to go back here, and instead of this link, I'm going to insert that one. Okay, as you can see, I get a green thing up here that says changes saved in editor. However, no one will be able to see those changes until you publish this new version. So if this is the link and that's what I want that button to say now, I'm going to go to the upper left, this big purple button that says publish page. Okay, so I'm going to click that. It's going to ask, are you sure? And you're going to say yes. Now, the good news is, just like your regular website, if you make a change and then later on you decide, you know what, maybe that other button was better, rather than having to redo it all, it saves all the past versions over here. So if at some point in the future you decide you want it to go back, you can just come back here, go to past versions, and just publish a past version. So I'm going to say, okay, I want to make this change. And now it's going to update my digital business card. So you can see with where we're looking, my button now is different, my button number 4. It can take a little bit of time. So if you were to just to go back in and search again and open it up, it might still look the same. Give it a little time to, you know, to actually change using that link, but it will. Now, if you want to change any of these other 4 buttons, you would repeat the same process. Okay, so you would go back to interior pages. Here's all the call outs. You pick whichever one you want to change, make the changes. And then if you want to make them all at once, you wouldn't publish yet. You would just close this one again by clicking the same call out. So I opened call out 3. I made some changes. I'm going to click call out 3 to close it. And then I'm going to go on and change call out 1 or whichever ones you're changing. Once you've made all the changes, then you can click publish. So you don't have to keep doing it for each one. Okay, any questions on changing those buttons? Nope. Okay. So Lillian is asking, how can I watch this again? It's being recorded, Lillian. So just like every class, I'll send out the link to my YouTube channel, which I did in the email for this class. The link is at the bottom of that email. So within a day or so, usually it's published and available up on YouTube. Okay. Okay. So any questions so far on what we've done? No, pretty simple, right? Okay. So the only other thing I'm going to show you is how to not really create, but choose a different layout for your business card. So if you don't like this one and you want to play around with some other ones, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So we're going to start off in the same place, which is the site builder on our ACE dashboard. And we're going to go to collections, interior pages. So those steps are the same. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add a new interior page. Okay. So we're going to go to add right here. Of these options, you're going to select page right here. Okay, you're going to have to name the page. So I would call this, you can call it contact me 2, 3, 4, you know, or new card, just so you know. So this isn't something people are going to see. This is just something for your knowledge so you can remember which card it is that you want to use. And you do want to keep it simple because now the link you're going to use to share this new version of the card, instead of contact-me at the end, whatever you write here will be at the end of that link. Okay, so you can call it my card, whatever you want. Okay. Now for layout category, this drop down, you're going to select the mobile contact version. Once you do that, now you can see your options. So for some reason, they're showing up gray here, but once you select them, they do show up with the company branded colors. So really the only difference, the logos are going to be the same, the colors are going to be the same, but the layout is going to be slightly different. Okay, so you can go through and select whichever one of these you think you want to use. Okay, so let's say I want to do that one. Then at the bottom, you're going to click Create Page. Now, if I come down here alphabetically and find whatever I just named that one. So I named that one My Card. Okay, I can again come across and click Edit Page. And now I can see this is what the new version of my card would look like. Okay, so you can see it's slightly different from the first one I showed you. You can also see that it's defaulted to those same 4 call out buttons. So if I now want to use this design moving forward, I would have to go in and change that button again. Okay, so I would go to interior pages, call out for, I would say, what is my home worth? And then I would change that link again, publish, okay. All right. So now, if this is the version of the business card that I prefer to use versus the one that was already created for you, what you would do now is it's going to be basically the same link, but with whatever you called it now at the end. So it's now going to be Corey Rossiter, or whatever your ACE username is, .foxroach.com/my card. And there it is. Okay, so that's why it's important to remember whatever you name it. Now, if you want to look at all the different possibilities and see what they all look like live, you can repeat the process I just took you on, selecting a different version each time. You have to name it something slightly different. So it would be My Card 1, My Card 2, etc. Okay, so you can set them all up, look at all of them, decide which one you want. And once you've decided that, you can actually delete the other ones, so you don't have a bunch of stuff that you have to remember. Okay, so you can really play around with it and get it set up however you want. You can try all the different layouts. Okay, once you have picked the version that you want to use and you've edited those buttons to go to whatever URLs you prefer that they go to, once you have it set, you know what the link is, okay, because the first part's going to say the same. After the dash at the end, or the slash at the end, it's going to be whatever you named the version that you're using. So that's going to be your link now. So you're going to take that link and copy it. And now we can go wherever we want to share it. So what I'm going to show you before we get off is how to add it to your Google Gmail signature, in case you don't know how to do that. Okay, but you can put it Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you want. All right, so we're going to go to, let's just pick here, our Fox and Roach Gmail. Okay. And you're going to go to the upper right little gear, which is your settings. And you're going to select at the very top, see all settings. Okay, and you're going to come down until you see the section with your signature. Okay, so over here on the left, it says signature. You can see what I have here so far. And then wherever you want to put it, so just pick a spot that you want to leave this link, right? So I can put it, let's say right here, and I can say, you're going to call it whatever you want, okay? Business card, download my card here, whatever you want this to say is fine. So I just wrote my digital business card. I'm now going to highlight that sentence. I'm going to come down below and I'm going to click, it looks like a little paper clip that says link. So this is your hyperlink button, okay? So I'm going to click a little paper clip. And it's going to say, what URL do you want this to go to? And it's the URL for your card that you just copied. So I'm going to just paste that there. Okay, I'm going to click OK. And you can now see this is a live link. So if anybody in my email clicks on that while they're reading my email, it will take them to my digital business card. One reason I like this is right now in your email signature, you probably have a link to your Facebook page, you probably have a link to your website, you probably have a link to your reviews. I mean, if you look at mine, right, there's a bunch of links in here. The digital business card has a link in it to all of those things. So you can clean up your email signature by just adding this, right? So they can click on your digital business card, and on that card is a link to your website, all your social media links. You can add one of those buttons and change it to go to your Zillow reviews or testimonial tree or whatever you want, right? So kind of simplifies, you don't have to have a bunch of different links in here, you can just have the digital business card link. So once you've added that link, you would keep coming down and hit save changes at the bottom. And now the link is going to show up in your email. Okay, let me see. It looks like we might have some questions. Okay. So looks like two people asked the same thing, right? So is there a way basically to just have the image instead of the link? So I think I know what you're asking, and not yet. They're working on that, okay? So if you literally want just an image, you can pull it up on your phone or on your computer and take a screenshot, but now none of those links, like when they tap the links, they're not going to do anything, right? So I don't think that's what you mean. I think what you mean is, can I have it be the actual card embedded in my email signature and make it clickable? So that is something that as soon as this came out, I immediately went to Rajiv and like, this is how it should work. Why doesn't it work that way? And currently there is not. They're working on that. It has to be some sort of HTML code that gets written for that function to work. So the only thing you could potentially do, and to me, it's not that much better than having to use the link, is you could actually create a QR code if you wanted to, but it's still the same thing. They still have to snap the QR code to then go to the business card. So there's free services out there that would allow you to create a QR code. Like I think QR Code Monkey is one of them. So if you want to do that, you can, and just use a QR code to share with people instead of sharing the link. But it's the same thing. They still have to do that one extra step in order to access your card. So fingers crossed, hopefully soon we'll have a version that we can just embed the actual image and it will still be clickable. But as of right now, we do not. Does anybody else have any other questions? Go ahead, Lise, unmute yourself because I think I muted everybody.
Thank you. I had asked a question about the not just the link in the email, and just click on it. But if I want to share this card, say I have it in my phone and I want to share it out, what's to somebody else? What's the easiest way for me to keep it in my phone and share it out?
Right. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. So it depends on one, what kind of phone you have, and two, how you already organize those types of things. So that's why at the beginning I went over some options, right? So for me, I keep stuff that I need to access quickly in my notes section. So
Mhm.
I would just keep that link in the notes on my phone so I can pull it up easily, copy it, and then text it or email it to whoever I want.
So if
you're
I'm texting it to you, will
Mhm.
it look like the card or will it look like the link? Because
It'll look
I never tried texting it.
it'll come through as a link, and then so you have to explain what the link is, right?
Is.
You have to say, click here to get my digital business card, or whatever you want to say. And that's why I think too, like the current link that you're sharing, the contact dash me, isn't the most, it doesn't make the most sense to people, I guess. If they're just reading the link, they're like, well, what does that mean? You know, you're contacting me. Why am I clicking this? So that's why, like, mine, I changed to say my business card, you know, something like that. So you can, like I said, go in and edit it and change it slightly just so you can rename it something new. And that way it makes a little bit more sense if people are just getting the link. If it says something like download my card or whatever, they're more likely to understand what it is that you're sending them. So yeah. Okay,
Thank
so you
you.
could also save it in your email. If you're mostly emailing people, you can copy and paste that link and email it to yourself, open your email on your phone, and then save that as a folder so you can always find it. I mean, however your brain works, you just kind of want to have that link somewhere on your phone so that you can copy it and paste it and send it in either a text or an email if you're out and about and trying to do it that way from your phone.
Okay.
Okay. And like I said, if your people are looking at it on their phone, those first two buttons, the call and text buttons, do work because I tried it out. So it's cool. Just whatever type of phone they have. If they click call, it'll open up their phone app with your number right there. Same thing with text. So that part is pretty neat. Okay. Any other questions? Nope. Right. Fairly simple. There is a help document for this that I will put the link to that in the YouTube video. So if you need like a physical handout that you want to be able to read through that went over everything I just told you, you can find it in the ACE Education tab under help documents and videos. Just scroll down alphabetically to digital business card and the handout is there, but I'll make sure I send the link out to everybody as well with that. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for coming today. I hope to see everybody on Monday. Since you all are here, I'll let you know I might wind up having to postpone that because my closing that was supposed to happen yesterday, I think is now happening on Monday. So I might wind up bumping that class by a day. I apologize, but it's kind of out of my hands at this point. All right, so I'll see you at some point next week. Everybody enjoy your weekend and thanks for showing up.